Rolling, we're rolling. Okay.
Okay.
The new theme song.
So,
Get with it.
is that how we start the show every time now? From now on?
Nope. I don't want the pressure. I just wanted to just be organic.
All right.
And
Okay.
just, you know.
All right. Well. Welcome back to another edition of the TRFE Happy Hour. Bullet.
What up?
Rubber bullet.
Hey.
Blah, 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 blah.
And what's awesome is that we have back in the fold our internet guru, Alex.
Guru is back.
Guru is back. You know what I'm saying?
See a box pop up. I was like, who's gonna come up in this box? Oh, it's the Guru. What's up?
He was lost in the sauce for a minute.
Word up.
He had some. He had a couple COVID dating chronic. What is it? How you pronounce it? Chronicle. COVID dating chronicle issues. So he was a little down, and we'll hear about that at some point. You know what I'm saying? When we have
Still down.
like a lot of time to do nothing. But welcome back, Alex. You know what I'm saying? Glad to have you back.
Welcome
Glad
back,
to be
bro.
back.
Good to see you.
This is great. Mike is back with a bike. He has a bike.
Yeah.
Mike is back with a bike from the same age as those CDs.
Nah, the bike is maybe 15 years old.
Hey, like I said, he's back with a bike.
CDs
About
been
his
a long
age,
time.
he's
CDs. I was done buying CDs 15 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, 15 years ago. Yeah, I was already on MP3s 15 years ago.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
2005?
Yeah.
The what was the iPod? The iPod?
Yeah, the iPod. He was out already.
That big iPod.
I had a
Was that
classic.
the European
I bought
version?
Take Care.
You brought what?
I bought Drake's Take Care on CD.
In 2005?
That was like 2007.
And not to like,
How old are you though? How old are you?
I didn't want to bring it up. I'm 29.
Yeah, you didn't have a job. So that's why you still had a CD. You know what I mean? 07, you didn't have a job. That's why you had a CD player.
We had
You
the
got
big
back,
old,
and you're insulting.
that big old pad.
That wasn't meant to be an insult. That just was meant to give, the unexplained.
But I didn't have an, I
Perspective.
wasn't, like, I didn't have an iPod, so it wasn't like privileged, but yeah, I just, play
That's
all the money.
All right?
That's
Wasn't
what I'm saying.
privileged.
Like, no, it's not about being privileged. I wasn't privileged either, but I was working. So I could buy
And remember
myself an
how
iPod.
easy it was? Like you could have all those songs. I just remember being so amazed when the iPod first came out, like just comparing it to your CD rack and be like, all those songs are in this.
And I traveled with a bunch of CDs, I had the CD rack in the car with the pages. Like, it was crazy. So my wife gave me an iPod. I literally sat down and I transferred all my CDs, and I was selective about what songs I put on it. Like CDs.
I wanted no skip.
I didn't want no whack songs on it. So I sat for like a month, no lie. Every night, just with a stack of CDs. Like, all right, this month, this tonight stack. It was crazy.
So good.
I didn't get an iPod until I got an iPhone.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, I had one way before that.
Wow. I had one way before.
Actually,
I had a lot of generations.
I was hip to the Mini, and I thought it was so dumb. It was like, I'm doing what? I'm putting music on here.
I thought so
like,
too. That was the genius of Steve Jobs, man. They say he always knew you needed what you needed before you knew you needed it.
Yeah. But when I got
that
the
was
phone,
his genius. I didn't know I needed an iPod till he gave me one.
Music, phone, all that. This is great. But like that's my thing. I don't like the watch. What am I doing?
You don't need the
if I still need a phone, like why do I need a watch?
Yeah, I don't need the watch.
I don't either. I don't understand how it works.
When the phone is in a watch, without the phone, give me the watch.
I got that
That's
one.
what I'm saying.
I got that one though. I don't need my
So
phone.
you can be without your phone and have a phone call on the watch.
Yep.
For how
As
long?
long as I have my AirPods, I can listen to music. I can download music to the actual watch too, so it's like an iPod. It's like an old
How
iPod.
far can you be away from the phone?
I don't have to be near my phone. I have cell service.
You can send emails too?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of.
Okay,
I
yeah.
can dictate.
Gotcha.
Well, you can dictate emails. I don't know that I would want to sit there and type an email out on the watch, but I can dictate. Yeah.
So you can do all that right from you got cell service on your watch?
Yep.
What the hell does that cost?
Just like an extra $10 on my bill.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Really.
He's a record label.
Texans.
Wow, he is the
Gotta have it.
He owns a record label, man.
That's true. My fault. He's a record exec. My fault. Silly me.
Thanks, right?
Silly me.
Come on. So how's everybody doing?
Chilling. Good, man.
Today we were supposed to have a guest on, but we're not. Instead, we're doing something a little different. We are starting our first segment of, what is it called?
Just the crew?
No, man.
I don't know.
Our first guest. You mean our first guest segment, babe?
Yes, our first guest segment.
First guest
Thank
segment.
you.
Yes.
Oh, I was about to give up the name of it. You just wanted to know what to call it.
No, I wanted to know
Memory
what the name was.
Mondays. Memory Mondays.
Memory Mondays. So
Somebody ain't got no memory no more.
You just took a dab, so
I'm back. I'm good.
He couldn't remember it yesterday either.
you just took a dab.
So it's all good. Now this whole episode is gonna be about me taking a dab and not knowing anything. And that's not good. I'm gonna correct that. And yeah, so Stacy Flygirl Wilson's coming on, and she's got some memories for us. She's gonna come on with a group of memories that we can pick from, and we'll get a surprise around every corner. And it should be fun.
We need games.
So exciting.
Huh?
Yes.
We don't have J-Dog.
We don't have J-Dog.
No
And then it's like I want these squares to be like flashing around while we're picking. I'm thinking like Hollywood squares. I'm thinking
Maybe that'll happen in post.
Word up. Tell them to hook it up.
So obviously, I mean, the show's already taken a downturn because J-Dog's not here. And by J-Dog, we mean Jason Bachman, Johann Sebastian, JS Beats. He's not here today, but we're going to hold it down for him and try to do all the technical stuff that he would do. We don't have theme song for Memory Monday yet, but that's coming. And so, yeah, we want to do that. And we also have another educational clip for people that really want to know about the Oranges of Tiny Room for Elephants and how we got started and what it was like and what we were into. People like Mike, who have been under a rock for a long time. We got a clip for you to check out.
You. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying?
Recently freed from that rock, man. It's
man.
whole new world out here. Whole new world out here.
excited for you.
I'm excited for me too.
You got some.
You're my idol. I'm like, one day I'm gonna be like that, like just free from it, and the kids just drive away in the car, and you're like, hey.
17 years without a free summer. I finally get one, and COVID show up.
Fuck it.
See how they do?
Yeah.
By next year, I'm gonna be so damn old, I ain't gonna want to go out.
So yo,
old ass man standing over there.
I want to give just a rest in peace to the Black Panther, to Chadwick Boseman. Man.
Oh yes.
Not to bring it down, but gotta just like, you know, like it's been a crazy week. John Thompson, like like so many like legends and like soon to be legends. Like I just wanted to take a second and give a shout out to the people that we lost and hold the drink up. If you listen to this, hug your family, tell them you love them, And so, yeah.
Yo, and go get your prostate checked.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
Hey.
Word up, man.
We just talking about this.
Why you pointing
We
at
was
me?
just
Why you
talking
pointing at
about
me?
that.
We just
That's
talking.
With that, we
PSA
was
right
just
there.
talking about that.
It's
Word up,
key.
man. Stay on top of your health, man.
No doubt. I feel like you're talking to me, Mike, but that's
I'm
cool.
talking in general, man. If you
Nice.
In
feel like I'm
general.
talking to you,
In general.
then I'm talking to you.
That's right. It's no judgment, you know?
If you feel that way, then
Tough
yeah,
love.
I'm talking to
It's
you.
tough love.
So, our first segment today is Mike with some over a drink tough love. Take it away.
Hey, man, I was rushing home to the crib today, so we got an experiment today.
Ooh.
So, hold on, my ice melted.
That's the cup.
Yeah, that's the cup, but we got fresh ice. So I had some extra ice, overflow ice, so I put it in there. So today we're gonna do this. We're gonna go back to the botanical vodka. So this grapefruit rose. Now this thing might taste better without the a flavored vodka, but the flavored vodka, the one we had in the house, I don't like it. So this is so we got the botanical vodka. We always got to have the spindrift for the psst, right? So we got a lemon spindrift. And this right here, this is the secret ingredient, right? This is a homemade aloe punch.
Aloe punch.
Yeah, my wife went and bought like a piece of aloe,
Mm-hmm.
and turned it into juice.
What?
Blew my mind.
When can we have wifey on? Like, I just want
because
her
I feel like
on.
this should be her segment, yo.
I want to talk about the
Every
juices.
week we do this. You got something that your wife made as the main ingredient.
She is amazing with the juices, the fresh juices.
I was out cutting the grass, and she says, "You want some aloe juice?" I said, "You made aloe juice?" She said, "Yeah, we just bought the aloe that we bought the other day. I peeled it apart, juiced it."
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
So she juiced it. She put it in the Ninja and chopped it all up real fine.
Ooh.
And then she just put some sugar and some lemon.
Is it thick? Is it thick?
No.
Okay.
Look, like she made it really
it looks
thin.
like juice.
She chopped it all up.
Scientist, bro? What's going on? Like,
what's that?
Like,
Your
is she
wife
a scientist? She like some kind of
chemist?
agricultural genius? What's happening?
I don't know. Like, yo, dude, listen.
Open up a juice store.
And it's crazy because we've been together a long time. Like, a long time. Since, like, we started dating in 90.
Wow.
So we've been together a long time, right? That's not bad. That's not bad.
I love it.
So you know what's got to happen.
Yourself.
Wow, that's pretty good. So there you go. I don't know what to call it. It's the aloe punch, grapefruit, botanical vodka, and in the picture, grapefruit, botanical vodka, and the spindrift, lemon spindrift. Dude, there you go. That's over a drink.
You know what's got to happen, right?
This is your wife's name. I've never even heard of an aloe juice so thin.
Yeah.
She gets her own. This is her drink.
Yeah,
okay.
All right. She gets her own drink.
Because, like, that's why I was like, is it thick? So
No, and that's what she said. She consciously, I lost my napkin. She consciously made it thin. She said, I didn't want it to, because I didn't want you to have to taste all the little pieces of aloe when you were drinking it and chew on the aloe. Yeah, she's like, I didn't want to have to chew on the aloe. So she chopped the aloe up in the Ninja.
She's amazing. I want to marry her.
Some sugar and some water and some lemons. And I was out there cutting the grass. I was like, damn, this is refreshing, man.
So when COVID is over and we can get back to like back to it, what's got to happen is we got to have a party where you're making all these drinks.
All right, bet.
And you got to like bartend and shit.
Bet.
Yeah.
Because, there's been a never-ending line of like.
Dude, it's a lot of pressure, dude. I keep telling you.
It's pressure, but it's like you can go back. It's like, where's the coffee table?
Is it pressure on your wife or you?
No, because not on her, because she don't make these things for the show.
She makes juice.
She just makes the stuff, and then I got to come up with a drink every week, man. And today I didn't get in the house till 3:45.
And you just looked in the refrigerator.
So I'm like, I'm driving home, Googling like drinks with aloe, and I couldn't read them because I'm driving. I'm like, well, that didn't work. So when I got in the house, I just grabbed some ingredients like, yo, let me try, tequila's too sweet. I said, so let me see. And then I was thinking the botanical wasn't bad.
That worked.
It worked good. You throw a little lemon spritzer in there, boom.
All right.
You got the grapefruit aloe spritzer.
Mike, your wife is outdoing herself. For sure.
Love her. Tell her we love her.
She's outdoing herself.
After all these years, dude, she still be surprising me with shit. Like, you would think after all these years I'd have had aloe juice already. Nah. Saving that till we got 30 years in, I hit you with the aloe juice.
Woo!
Hey, look at the background.
Memory lane.
First of all,
Way to just pop in with the ill graphic. Like, she ain't knocking nothing. She was like, boo.
She was like, oh, I'm just here.
Oh, man.
I'm excited.
That's such a dope background. Nice.
Why, thank you. How is everyone?
Nice. Good.
Lace.
What's up?
Awesome.
Well, look, I'll wrap up over a drink because our guest has arrived.
Back down memory lane.
Cheers, everybody. Memory lane.
Ooh, what you drinking, Stacy? Is that grape juice or red wine?
No, a little wine. Just a little wine.
Me too.
In a mason glass.
Hey, I got to share with you the ingredients on this one, Stace.
What's that one?
Check out. This was the aloe grapefruit spritzer.
Oh, you like the grapefruit?
Well, no, I didn't have nothing else in the house. So...
I mean, I like grapefruit.
You missed that part of the story. But I ain't had nothing else in the house. I was rushing home. So, but no, it's the grapefruit vodka.
Yes.
With the lemon lime. Oh, this is just straight lemon. Spindrift spritzer and fresh aloe juice. Homemade. You got to make some of this.
You got to make it.
Yeah. My wife made it. We'll talk about that.
And it's not thick or slimy.
And it's not thick. Look, and it's not slimy.
It's
like
that.
Aloe lemonade.
That was my concern.
I see.
And I just made the drink on the show. This is the first time I didn't know what it was going to be, and it's actually pretty good. So I'm sharing it with you.
Yes.
So welcome, Stacy.
Welcome.
First of all, you know everybody on the call.
Yes.
Is this the call? This isn't the call. This is
some.
It's a happy hour.
It's a happy hour.
Happy hour.
Eric Boss, Mike, Yaya for sure, me, but I'm not sure if you're familiar with our internet guru. He's not a guru. He's a gluru because he's our guide to the internet. If we so need it, but he's also the glue to the show. He's been kind of missing in action, lost in translation, but he's back. He had some COVID dating adventures that didn't go well, but we're gonna talk about that another time. But he's back, so wanted to make sure everybody knew everybody and was, you know what I mean. And this is exciting.
This is
our first. Wait. What?
Someone coming in?
Oh! J-Dog!
What's up, fam? Hey. This is how I like to enter a Zoom meeting.
What's up?
Yes.
This is how you come into a Zoom meeting. Man, the energy of this versus the last one is so different.
So
you're just in time.
Let me catch you up, J-Dog. And as you can see, I'm so hyped. I'm calling you J-Dog from the door. People gonna know. So far, we've been kind of like struggling without you, bro.
Wow.
But I mean, there's some positives, right? We got Alex, the glue back. That's a positive. Already, I mean,
what's up, man?
We've done it over a drink. Mike had an awesome drink.
Good.
Obviously, we can't taste it. but it looks great. His wife made another awesome ingredient, you know, aloe juice. Go figure.
Sauce sounds good.
Drink's awesome. Eric's got his new lighting popping. You know, we're all, you know, we're trying to thrive out here. I mean, as you can see, Stacy, I mean,
look at
she's ready to
Look
go.
at that.
I'm ready with my segment. I'm ready.
You came in just before the introduction of the
I'm sorry, I didn't even see Stacy was in here.
Yes.
Yes.
Graphics. Yeah. You know what's happening. You know what's going down. This is perfect.
Down
Oh, we're all caught up. I'm excited. This is where I was at right before you jumped in. I'm so excited.
Big timing.
Big time excited because this is our first guest segment that will be reoccurring. Memory Lane with Flygirrl.
Yes.
All right.
We'll get some music going and shit. You know, we're gonna. Well, obviously, you have to make the music. You have to do the. You need theme music.
Yeah, so we can cut to you the intro.
Why don't you just use one of your tracks? Boom.
That's what I'm saying. You got to do theme music.
It has to happen.
I don't know if I'm ready for. I don't know if I'm ready for all that.
We'll figure it out.
Don't tell us it's yours.
Maybe.
Don't tell us it's yours.
It'll be like edited in.
Yeah, just throw it in there. We don't have to know it's yours. And then once you see,
so we're actually having a production meeting right now. Is that what's happening? All right.
I
So
think that's what's going on.
take it away.
Yes. So welcome to Memory Lane. So Dame told me to come up with a list of a few memories that you guys are going to decide which, maybe 3 to 5. I don't know, depending on time, 3 to 5 that you will want to hear about. So one is going to be my 3 nights with Prince, which was in 2004. One is going to be the history of my party, the Philadelphia Experiment, which started in, I believe, like 2003. Another one is going to be the Jawn, which is a newspaper that I produced and printed and distributed. And then what else do we have? Oh, the very first block party at Brave New World, which was in the late 90s. And what else do I have?
A lot.
Oh, when we brought Wonderful to Philly for the first time in 2003. And DJ Jazzy Jeff's magnificent album release party in 2002.
Okay, well,
you gotta
definitely
want to know about Prince.
Right.
Yeah, like you gotta do Prince. Like that's a no.
Prince one's gonna take like 15 minutes, so that's probably gonna take up. But it is a good story.
Yeah,
let's start this strong.
Of course, it's gonna take 15 minutes. It's 3 days.
Let's start it strong with Memory Lane.
Yeah,
my girl. Kick it off with the Prince story.
Yes.
It's just perfect.
That's perfect. Okay. So in 2004, Mike and I were at my apartment, which was on 2nd and Girard, and I was like hanging out on the couch, and Amir calls me, Questlove from The Roots, and he says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm hanging out, just chilling with Mike. What's going on?" He said, "Can you go pick up Prince's assistants from the Sofitel?" And I was like, "What?"
Oh my God.
Sure.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? So I go and pick them up, and we are apparently driving around looking for a venue for an after party to his tour that he was coming to Philadelphia with. And we drove around to all these venues, and they're literally talking about him like he's just a regular person. You know, he's like, they're like, "You believe he asked for that sugar?" And, you know, just like dumb stuff. And I was like, no, you know, like I didn't want to hear that kind of stuff about him, because I have this picture of him, you know. So we drove around, and we ended up at Tragos, which was on right off of 19th and Chestnut at the time.
I love that place.
I know. And a lot of good times have gone down in there. It was a multi-floored venue with a lot of different rooms, some kind of like little tequila bar nooks upstairs in the club. And we decided on that venue. But he had specific requests. So he wanted a pool table. He wanted just all of these things. And they had some of the things, but he wanted them on floors that they didn't exist on. So there was a pool table on the first floor, but he wanted it on the second floor. So we somehow made all of these things happen. So that night, it was very interesting. And then he ended up adding a couple concerts onto his show. So he was only supposed to be there for one night, but he added 2 more. So it ended up being, it was supposed to be 1 after party, but it ended up being 3. So the first night, so the first night, like he wanted just like, the first night was really simple. He just wanted some sushi and some like music. There was the pool table downstairs, remember, in the back. So I was allowed there. Mike Nice, Questlove, and Joey Blanco were the DJs for the 3 nights.
Oh,
yes.
Joey.
So we were like, this is perfect, right? Really good music. You know, he's gonna love it. And so the first night, I was allowed to have like two friends that were able to join me. So it was like, maybe 4 friends that first night. So it was like me, Laia, James Poyser, Mike, Quest, you know, just like a couple of us. There were some people that heard about it. They were outside and upset. There was like literally, I'm like, I can't do anything. This is this man's party, you know?
Right.
And then, so I met him that night. He walked over with his cane. He was there with Maite. And my heart was fluttering, you know, this is my very first time. I've met him a few times since, which has been interesting and bizarre and weird, but that was my first time. And I am a Prince fanatic. So that was just the most amazing moment in time.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But yes, no, it gets really interesting. So
okay.
Wait a minute. I have a question. Were you guys the same height? Are you guys?
He's very petite and just like a porcelain doll, you know.
Just what I would imagine.
He's very petite and pristine and just beautiful, you know, just like little. And you know, he had they were flip-flop, but they were like platform black flip-flops. And I was like, I see your toes. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't believe I was like, I don't know what's going on right now. This is so weird. It was so weird, right? So him and Maite it was very bizarre. Him and Maite hung out in the back. Mike and Joey was DJing that night. They just hung out in the back. We hung out up front. I'm like, this is so weird. We're just like sitting in like 2 different places, but we're in the same space. Cool. First night, no problem. I had tickets to the first night. My mom had bought me and Mike tickets for my birthday, and then he gave us tickets for the next night. So we go to the concert the next night, and then we go to the party. And this time, I was allowed 1 friend. So I brought Laia St. Clair, a good friend of the family, and it was it was crazy. It was like India.Arie, Maceo, Prince, Maite, like it was just like a very like crazy random mix of people, and everybody was playing pool and hanging out. And I'm going to show you a video because this video will surely tell this story better than I will. So I'm going to do a little screen share right now with you. So
I'm so excited that she has.
Oh my god!
I'm so freaking excited right now.
Hold on. All right. I'm going to screen share. This video is you guys have to let me screen share.
Somebody give her permission. Yeah, there you go.
Look it up, E.
All right. Hold on. I'm going to let this,
just get interrupted by an update.
Let this ad play real quick.
Oh gosh. I knew it was going to be good, girl. Just coming with videos.
Yes. Wait till you get to see this.
Yeah, I got replaced by Finding Nemo. It's the musicology tour. Prince is basically having like the best success. He just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Prince is doing nights in Philly. And like, I'm really excited because I'm also on a blind date. Well, I mean, it's not a blind date per se. You know, she and I have met a year back before at a New Year's Eve party. I also organized a group of 10 to come to Philadelphia, and I'm going all out for this date. I rented a limousine, you know, because it was like Philly, I had to settle for a fuchsia pink Hummer, like with a hot tub in the back. That's all I could get to accommodate me at the very last minute for all these people. We went to this like real swanky dinner spot around 6:30. We took that pink army tank down to the Wachovia Center to see the show. I took the tickets out of my pocket one by one, and then slowly it hit. I had 10 tickets and 10 friends. Now I'm super panicking. The thought cloud is just like going crazy. You know, like the Roots had some notoriety in Philadelphia, but not enough where I could just get the Goodfellas walk-in treatment. And I kind of live a thin life between, dude, you really changed my life. And another guy will be like, I never heard of you. So go to the back of the line. So I'm like walking real slow and making up excuses. Hang on, guys. Let me make a phone call. You know, I'm like panicking, texting. And suddenly I got a text back from Prince's assistant. And I asked her to meet me at the dock backstage. She was like, you know, the show is sold to the hilt, even the nosebleed. Now I have to sort of muster up the confidence for its assistant to let me in for free. When all of a sudden, like speeding 40 miles per hour around the stadium hallway bend, it's like Prince on a golf cart. Like he's whipping this cart like it's golfing furious. I said, look, I purchased 10 ticks and somehow I forgot to include myself in the 10 people. And it seemed like an honest mistake. So he greenlit my entry. Now the only problem is there are no seats. So they were literally going to let me sit on stage. I mean, it's weird to be on my first date and she's like in the crowd somewhere watching the show, but I'm sitting like under the stage. And I get a text from his assistant, Prince wants you to throw him a party. And I texted back, it's like 8 p.m. How am I supposed to make this go down? I was DJing regularly in Philly. And I called my business partner, Stacy, to see if she could make some calls to find a club that would host Prince. And then I got another text. He wants to play pool and control the door. I don't remember what mountain Stacy had to turn over, but she came last minute and found a spot for Prince to come afterwards. Only problem was finding a pool table and then carry up 4 flights of stairs to the VIP part of the club. He just commands and what he wishes and clap, clap. And then it's like he knows you know it's an honor to work for him. Anyway, I had to run home and grab my record crates and run them to the club. So knowing how derivative Prince was to James Brown, I just knew he was going to flip over Fela Kuti's music. I was honored to be spinning some records for my idol. So with Prince, like, he really wasn't paying attention because he was like pool sharking with deep concentration. He played like his entire horn section and his guitars before he got bored. Next thing I know, he walked over to my booth and he was like, play something else. And I was flabbergasted because to that point, nobody fronted on Fela. So I just thought it was the song he didn't like. So then I was like, well, let me put on a more energetic Fela song. So I played Shakara, like a faster song. And I saw no change in his demeanor. Right before I pulled the George Clinton out, his assistant comes over and hands me a blank DVD case and says, play this. So when I opened the case, I was really taken aback. Finding Nemo. Okay, well, maybe they mean like background. So I put on the DJ and then she comes back again. You can cut the music off. I didn't want to be around for the transition of music to cartoon. So I was with DJ Mike Nice and I kind of set him up with the honors. I was just like, wait, did I just get fired and replaced by a cartoon fish? Yeah. I did. 3 years later in Los Angeles. My blind date is now my girlfriend of 3 years, and she and I go to Prince's house. I walk into the living room, and he has a DJ there, and the DJ is playing Fela, and nothing. No cartoon comes on. Everyone's having, everybody's dancing.
So that literally happened.
Wow.
That was night 2. Literally happened, I promise you. And then night 3, we spent watching the replay of his concert that night together with Patti LaBelle. It's very bizarre. We were next to each other, like literally next to each other, watching him. I was like, is this happening? Like, this is not happening.
Oh, you lost me at Patti. You said Patti, I love Patti.
I know.
I love Patti LaBelle.
I know she joined him the 3rd night.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm so glad that was a unanimous choice to do that.
Yeah, what a weekend.
Oh my gosh, it was perfect.
I don't know how you listen, and I've heard you tell a couple stories. I don't know your whole repertoire of stories.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you ever topped that one.
No, I know, that's why it is a good story. And
That's a good one. It's the perfect kickoff.
It is a good memory. And I have to thank Amir because had he not asked me to do it, I would never have experienced it. And it was literally like very bizarre. I can't, even now, like after like thinking, you know, it happened, but it's still thinking about it. It was like, it was a very bizarre 3 days, but
you
yeah.
saw Prince with toes.
What? I
saw his toes. Like, why am I looking at Prince?
I watched him with him. That was bizarre. I was like,
that's weird too. Yeah.
All right.
Did you get to comment on it? Like, did he ask you like, yo, what you think about that?
No, he didn't speak much. No, he didn't talk. He didn't talk a whole lot. He was like really quiet and just kind of like chill. He hung out with Maite a lot. He had his computer with him for part of the time, like while everybody was like hanging out and drinking and like playing pool. But he did play pool a lot. And yeah, he was just really chill. He was really chill. And then I met him a couple other times in New York at some of Rich Medina's parties. He had come out a couple times, and Rich had me working his door. And yeah, that was crazy.
That's what's up. That's a great memory.
Yes.
That's a great.
It really helps me understand too, like your love for Prince, and just thinking back to the Prince nights that you've done, and I see like where it holds such a special place.
Teenager, so yes, that was one of the most exciting moments ever. Yeah.
So that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
all right. How about Jawn? That's my next vote.
Yes.
What's the next one?
I think it's important. Super important. Let's go.
Which one is this?
Yeah. So in I have some actual visuals, and then I also have some digital visuals, which I'll do another screen share for.
Yes.
So this is our very first cover for the Jawn. We did this in 2003. So in 2003, I still was part of my company with Questlove and Yamin, all world, called Square Biz. And we had brought a fourth person in, and her name is Eve Simonson. And Eve, at the time, right before that, was working with Holly McWard at the Philadelphia Weekly. And they were writers and stuff like that. At the time, Eve had kind of transitioned into Square Biz with us. So we were living together at the time. And we were like, why don't we create something? So we created the Jawn, obviously, because of the affiliation with Tasty Treats and the T-shirts and stuff. And the newspaper, we did three prints of the paper. So these were the other two.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so we had Larry Gold on the cover. We had featured a capoeira segment with Ron Wood, and just there's so much involved, and I'll show you in a minute digitally. But we actually and Ed Crawford, he also was the designer at the time for us, so he laid the whole thing out. So I helped kind of gather content and kind of manage the whole situation. Eve and Holly wrote, they got other writers, they edited, and Ed kind of like wrapped it all up and put it together. And I took all the photos for the center. We had which I'll show you as well. We also had a really awesome centerfold in each one, which at the time was pictures from all of the parties we kind of went out to and produced ourselves. So we printed it. We actually like contacted the printer from the Inquirer, and he shared his printing source with us, and we printed them. And we at the time had an office we shared with OK Player on 7th and Willow. And we got all of the newspapers brought there. And at the time, we didn't really realize like how many like 15,000 newspapers really were like in front of you, when you have to like load it onto a dock and then like bring it up to your second floor office. Like that was, we were like, wow. And OK Player was like, wow, guys, like what what's going on, But and then there was the daunting task of distributing them. We didn't have a distributor, you know what I mean? We didn't even we just kind of were like, yeah, we could put together a newspaper and like put it out, So we not only dropped it off at like so many places across the city, we also stood outside the club at 2 a.m. and handed them out at the clubs. So that's what we put together. And we really featured at the time some of Philly's most amazing writers and artists and visual artists. We featured ads from people you'll see and know throughout the process. So I'm going to show you the digital version of our first publication. Hold on one second.
I just remember this being just so impressive. Like, not only is it like super, like the writing was super thorough, but like it was an actual newspaper. Like
It really was.
So jealous I wasn't a part of these times.
Yeah, so this was 2003, and Aries were really nice, our friends at the time, and still are, but they allowed us to put them on the cover.
Are they the twin sisters?
Yeah.
The Hip sisters?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know they brother Jay.
Yeah.
Friends with Jay. Yeah.
So yeah, the paper, as you can see, kind of flips into the intro. You know, we have writers Deisha Dyer, we have Soul One, Medina, Anya Doley.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just like an amazing group of people and contributors. And so, yeah, we just had articles and ads. We kind of we worked with different businesses in the city, and we also worked with obviously artists and independent designers and companies and stuff like that. Eve wrote this article. We did stuff we like. So every issue we just featured, just a bunch of things we like. Eve
amazing.
Eve and Holly were really brilliant in some of the things that we featured and the way they wrote. So it's really awesome. So Riva wrote this poem, Deisha wrote this. We have our featured story on Aries. Ads with Rope-A-Dope and OK Player. Here's our centerfold. So this is just a bunch of pictures from various events we did and participated in. This is always a special thing because this is kind of a way for me to utilize all the pictures. I had a digital camera with a floppy disk at the time, so I had so many floppy disks full of pictures. Yes. Oh my God. So yeah, it was great to do these. Yeah, we did album reviews. We have King Britt here. We did Stacy Treats ad. Cash Money did a mixtape top 10.
This is dope.
Amir
amazing.
Quest did this a movie TV review. We have a Jawn of the month, a girl. Here's Loey. Loey did had a menu. This is kind of our restaurant listings, our top favorites. We have ads. Yeah.
How long did this run?
This is we would do them we only did 3. We're going to do them quarterly. It was just expensive, and we just Eve and Holly, I think Eve was about to take a job. So it kind of really cut into the idea of having that time to really make this happen. Yeah. This was a calendar of things that were going on at the time, which was Black Lily, Soma, Cosmic Cat. If you look at this calendar at the time, it was crazy.
Every place you want to be.
Yeah.
And that was the best part about it is because there were things other publications that were out that you can get bits of culture in. But this was everything you wanted by everybody that's kind of shaping the culture as it's kind of future. So it was
the venue list is fascinating.
I say that was the culture.
Yes,
saying it was the culture. It was in the culture. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Word up.
that was one of our great memories.
I'm mad I missed that one too. Yeah.
2 for 2.
I know. Right. I'm so jealous.
So what made you
part of that?
What what makes you start a newspaper
Well, at the time, newspapers were still relevant. You know what I mean? So there was that. It was 2003, and they were still nobody questioned the relevant.
I just been more from a there was the Philadelphia Weekly, there was
we felt because of Eve and Holly's background with the Weekly, there's a voice missing in all of the papers, and that's what we were featuring was the stuff that we were a part of and the stuff that we were doing and even the stuff that we were fans of. It gave us a way, and even people that we were friends with, giving them, we paid people. We didn't ask people to write for free. We may not have been paying them a ton of money, but because we were able to sell ads, we were able to pay people. So
that's what's up, man.
We never really made money, but we did. I do have to say shout out to the Bynums because they did invest in us early on.
Wow.
Kind of get started. So yeah, we didn't owe anybody, but we surely didn't like make money, but we value what we made. You know what I mean?
Know about that life.
Yeah.
So
And distribution is no joke. So like if you ever decide to print something and you have 15,000 newspapers.
And we printed a batch of books one time and it was like, yo,
you said what? Oh, you go order books? Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. Like, yo, books are expensive, man. Like, it's 40 pages in a book. It's like,
yeah.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Mike?
Hold up. Can we get the Jazzy Jeff album release party? Or do we don't have time? Or do we want to vote on the third one?
I would rather do that one another time because there's a clip that I was kind of looking for.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well,
another one, I would do another one if you want. If not, no, we do more next time.
Also, I would say this is the first one.
Just
we figured out that we need some
Mike
things.
is excited.
She's got so much. I'm like, just want to keep going.
Yeah, but don't worry.
I'm greedy. I want it all. I wanted to run out today and have to go.
About 10 parties that I'm sure are well documented that we need to get into. There's so much stuff.
Two's good.
Two is good for now. What I'll say though is that obviously we got to get. I mean, now that you got the whole look and feel, we got to get
get that intro.
You gotta get that intro popping. You know what I'm saying? We'll help you with that. You know what I'm saying? We'll help you with that. You know what I'm saying? Get your intro popping. We can drop that in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that intro is gonna come on.
You know, Yaya, her intro is the theme song is by Lady Alma. Lady Alma did her theme song for her intro. So we gotta get you.
Still gotta get mine together though. Yeah. Mine still isn't together, but
everything's under construction. But
when it's there.
When it's together. I love it.
Well, thank you so much. This is a great start. But don't go anywhere because now we got a clip for you. Like, and so
for me?
Oh. Yeah. We got a clip. We got clips.
Oh no.
Dang, she ain't the only one with clips.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
We got logos.
She's like, what?
I have a clip for you, Dave, that I found just a little while ago, but it wasn't quite ready for today. So
I'm afraid.
Oh, it's nothing like scandalous.
No.
It's like a clip battle right now. I'm loving this, dude.
Oh, you got clips?
Yeah.
First of all, I gotta let you guys know. She just sent me like my life from my nightlife life from I think 2000 to like 2013 or some shit.
We're gonna have to go through this. I'm excited.
Yeah, as a group, we'll go through.
I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to like, you know.
Could be a whole segment of its own, you know?
That's a whole show.
Do you want me? I'll look back at
I don't know about that.
Just let the two of them battle back and forth. See?
There are a couple of like things though that were like in every photo. It was like Dame has glasses, Dame has a drink, Dame is winking.
No, I'm gonna tell you, for a long time I didn't like cameras. So when people would take my photo, I like be like, So it just like went like. There's a lot of photos with me like with one eye like smiling. So yeah, it's a lot. And also Dame likes pinky rings. There's a lot of pinky rings.
Yes, Dame likes pinky rings.
And like randomly in every photo, whatever. But anyway, we have a clip. So
I'm scared.
No, it's good stuff. People always ask us, like, you know, like, how did you guys get started? Like, what was it like? What was it about? How, you know, all those questions and things. So we figured we like try and like answer that in the best way we know how, and that's in content. And we have a lot of it. And we have content that goes back to 2014 when we first started. So we had a show with Chris White, and it was awesome because obviously he shot most of all of our content and helped us form our views on how So anyway, we have a clip from 2014. It's a surprise clip. I haven't told anybody what it was. The only person that knows is Eric Boss, because obviously he's holding the clip. And
me too. Me too.
I mean,
it's not of you.
I didn't approve this.
No, it's not of you. It's not of you.
Oh, it's not of me.
Wow, because you were like, we have a clip for you. That's
what I was like.
I'm like,
build up is so,
and the build up is like 25 minutes.
I'm just like,
roll that beautiful
That's why I don't want to be the host, man. I don't want to be the host. Next week.
Do it.
Look, Alex is like, I'm just rolling it. Enough of your intro.
I mean, it was a tiny room. It was in a big ass space. There was a bunch of elephants in there. I mean, I don't know how else to say it besides that. You know, I'm just kind of going off the cuff. I didn't really like think about this in terms of like finality or to be on camera. Because, dude, I'm fucking scared about being on camera. I jumped into this cold. I didn't know. I just knew there was a bunch of great people involved. You know, like I walked up the stairs to this place and I was like, all right, you want to paint? I'll paint. Every day I would show up here, I didn't know what I would expect, but at the same time, there was ridiculously talented people that I know, and I know that are capable of doing amazing things. Like, that's good enough for me, just to walk around and know that there was like this nucleus of great people kind of surviving and thriving around this project that was happening. I have a chest of references, drawings, you know, like things that I've collected over the years. I was painting stuff from like 1992, just things I picked up, images that I could react upon, and I kind of utilized them as reference into the painting. You know, like I paint pretty organically. I kind of like to have the painting activate itself as it goes. Like I always paint on automatism as well. Like I'll just throw up a bunch of colors and like let those colors kind of indict what's going to happen. It keeps my interest as much as anything else to jump around and not get stuck on like one style, one polished image. Just kind of see my own brain and my thinking as I'm moving on. I always paint with music. Music's a huge influence to me. Like knowing that I'm gonna have a brass band and these people that practice what they do so hard perform in front of what I do, like kind of activates the imagery as well. Music is fleeting, like it exists and then it doesn't exist anymore, like, and just kind of like pulling that stuff like out of the air and making that part of the painting. You can't put your blinders on and not let stuff into your studio. I paint with a lot of energy. I try to access and harness the energy of the people around me. What I painted and what I produced in doing this project had a lot to do with the people that I was surrounded with. I mean, a couple beers, a couple cigarettes, a lot of late night conversations and creation. You know, it was amazing just to be involved with that.
He was so young. Wow. Like,
young Ben.
So energetic. Wow. Like, wow.
What a great clip.
For those don't know, that was Ben Howard. He was one of the first official alum from the first group, Timing for Elephants, you know what I'm saying?
Just a youngin', you know?
Young, fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like
child-free, out there painting.
Yeah, child-free, painting, elephants.
Who was the band?
Huh?
Who was the band and music? Who did the music?
So a couple of things. I want to say, obviously, shout out to Ben Howard. Also, shout out to New Sound Brass. That was the brass band. Like in 2014, our goal was to kind of like create these vignettes for all the artists that were there, where we combine like content of them working and maybe like combine them with like a musician or like a brass band. There's also video of, so we just tried to like make vignettes and like kind of like mix and match with like, with different types of artists, like, you know, musicians, like dancers, and everything in between. So that was New Sound Brass, South Philly brass band, who I worked with for a long time. Those guys are great. It's always good to see a clip with Willis Nomo. Miss that guy so much. So that's always like awesome. And also shout out to Chris White for shooting it, and Dante Neal and Amy Gale, because that's the squad for sure. So I just wanted to like questions, like I just wanted to play a clip, and then like, because I know like Mike has never seen that. I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen that. Also, shout out to the artwork in back of Eric Boss.
Yeah, that's a part of it.
How'd you get that there?
Shout out to Dame for the hookup.
Well, shout out back to you for all your hard work. You know what I mean? And it looks awesome. The other two parts that are hanging at the Fillmore. On the steps upstairs headed up to the Foundry. And I just wanted to like play the clip, and then
I love Stacy. She was like, "Let me do my artwork."
I got artwork. Oh, you got artwork.
You got artwork.
Also at the Fillmore.
That is, they show it off like the hell. Hold on. I got some shit at the Fillmore too. We can talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Ryan.
I was like, oh, did you say Fillmore?
Okay. It's at the fingertip. Click. Okay.
Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead.
So, Eric, I'm not sure Eric has seen that, and I was like, wait a minute, he has that artwork hanging in his crib. Here's a little backstory and shit. What'd you think? Like,
I mean, I didn't see that actually. I feel like there was a lot of, there's a lot of just like random clips thrown in there, but there's a few that was like, oh crap, I didn't like really see much of any of those things, you know what I mean, happening necessarily, you know. I don't think I realized that there was a bunch of vignettes from that year.
Yeah.
So many.
A bunch of vignettes.
Are like kind of spread out, you know.
And we'll get into all those too. There's like, there's a bunch of vignettes. There's a trippy low tits one with a naked goddess walking into this. He made
just say it until we see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
See that.
Okay.
But now that was pretty dope, man. I really thoroughly enjoyed that, man. I mean, the interview was great.
Thank you for picking that.
Word up, the sound, like, the sound, like whoever produced it, like whoever edited it and pulled out they pulled out great sound from him.
So let me say, a reaction I have watching it is you can also see like Chris White's progression in that time. You listen to like the audio from that first one we listened to last time, you guys were spelling it out, versus this was a little more finely produced. Ben looked real crisp in the warehouse there.
Yeah.
The audio is good. So it's cool to also see like Chris's progression, as he's figuring it all out too.
I have to also say that the sound is important because, like, gotta give a shout out to John Smelts, because, we took sound from like, camera mount mics, and was like, John, could you make it feel like it's in a warehouse, but also make it feel like
intelligent,
right there with it.
Yeah.
And you get a world-class engineer, and he'll get you there. You know what I'm saying?
Great job. He did a great job.
For sure.
Cool.
I mean, the music grabbed me right out the box. I was like, dude, what am I hearing right now? You know what I mean? They was doing friggin', who was that, Shy or Silk or one of them friggin' boy groups that they was doing. And I was like, whoa, is that what I'm listening to? If I ever fall in love again?
For sure.
Playing on the sax? I mean, through a horn section? Like, whoa, I want to see these guys.
A lot of trombones, New Sound Brass.
That was phenomenal.
Stacy also designed the logo for them.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I started off a little shaky. I took a dab and I was like a little out of sorts. But I had a plan all along, and I'm kind of kind of bringing it back together towards the end for the finish. So I'm glad you guys are all witnessing like the sporadic genius. Yeah. So
it's very sporadic.
Completely. Absolutely.
And
Comes out of nowhere.
To bring it all the way back around, I forgot one of my party lists, and we'll do it another week, is Amy's house. Because when you brought
we'll have to have Amy on as a guest that week. That'll be fun.
The grilled cheese.
Yes.
Morning.
Yes.
You got my vote. I want to hear that.
No, that was a whole thing. Can't wait.
Can't wait. Cool.
Stacy, 2014, you came through a couple of times. We were just in there fucking around, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did you think at that point? Like these people?
I thought it was amazing. You guys came up with a concept that like nobody was doing. It was something new. It was something different. It made you think, you know what I mean? Because I don't think everybody off the bat knew what it was, right? They're like, what is a tiny room for an elephant? Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? But when you're there, you get it. You know what I mean? And you get the impact that you guys are trying to kind of put together it's grown so much since then, you know what I mean? But, just from that moment, it was incredible. Yeah. And I loved that it was like conceptual, you know what I mean? Because I think when I plan parties, and not every party, because I throw a lot of parties, but I like to think of the concept, you know what I mean? And like just all of, just even with Tasty Treats, it was like the shirts and the Tasty Cakes and the Johns and the DJs and the, and you guys were kind of also doing that same kind of thing where it's like it's a whole concept. Like it's not just like, oh, I just want to throw a party. There was like a whole idea and support for the arts community behind it, which is awesome.
Well, you are
I benefit from it, so that
you are an influencer, Stacy.
I'm biased.
You are an influencer. You have influenced all of us to do other things. Like like I said, like a newspaper. Like, are you serious? Like my friends were in a newspaper, and I was like, oh shit, like. It's like giving people a shot of a light that, that they wouldn't normally get is always a good thing. So, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, to bring it back, we do have to talk about the Philadelphia experience. You know what I'm saying? Experiment. That's important. That's where me and Yaya first met, actually.
We did.
That's a whole other story.
Story about the tour of 1616 before it opened, and
I can't wait.
And Molly from the Five Spot, the owner of the Five Spot, taking me through a hole in the wall to a whole other building that had no entrance or exit to the street. It was a brothel back.
Oh, wow.
It was insane. Wow. Yeah. So that's part of my.
We can't wait. We can't wait.
I threw a party at
next time.
It was a failure.
Did you?
3 people showed up.
How many?
Like 3, 7. It was a failure.
Did you have every room open?
Huh?
Did you have every room open?
It was just the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, just random game doing shit like through a party. Failure. That happens. But
Stacy
anyway,
makes it look so easy.
I know. It's like
if it was only that easy.
I know.
Yaya knows.
I do.
I had some successes though. I had some successful parties.
That shit just don't add up.
It was some successes, but that was a failure.
That one.
Not that one. Well, I think this is a perfect time for Jason to sing us out.
Oh wait, you know what I got?
Oh
shit!
The piano. Here we go.
I came back just in time.
Yo! Wait. Also,
no idea where Jason is today.
Wait, I don't know where he is. Before you start, I gotta say something, Mike. When you went to go, I guess, get a drink or something, I got like the same kind of chair you got, yo.
Oh, word! Look at that, huh? That's vintage.
Hey, orange leather.
That's vintage.
Y'all got
yeah.
This chair is older than me.
So is mine.
This chair is older than me.
We got like 3 of them around. I got another one over there. They got like
1973 or something like that.
They're so excited about these chairs right now.
Dude, yours got the vinyl armrest though. Yours got the armrest. Mine is yours is next level.
He's got the
armrest. Mine's is wood. Yeah, yours is next level with it.
I know I said old, but these chairs are like spring loaded.
Dude. And the cushion, like they never wear out. They never wear out.
They never wore out, yo.
30 years? Like, if IKEA had this kind of stuff.
All right. Oh, I'm just saying. I just saw that shit. I was like, yo, I gotta say something about God. Good taste.
Guys, this was awesome.
J-Dog, take us out.
Love y'all.
That's what's up, Jay.
All right. Thank you guys.
Peace, y'all.